Alright, this is Fish Guy Harders again. I'm going to give you a little bit of introduction to the equipment I have on my tank. I've already introduced you to the inhabitants. So now I'm just going to show you a little bit about what the equipment I've got on here is. Again, this is my 220 gallon saltwater fish only tank with live rock. I've just got your basic fluorescent lights. Work great for fish only tanks. Don't really like this bulb here. This is a coral light. See if I can zoom in on that. It kind of puts off a yellow light. Don't really like that. Believe it or not, this over here is just a cheap bulb that I bought from Walmart for like $6, whereas this one is like $30. The $6 light bulb puts off a lot whiter light and seems to actually work better for growing the coralline algae. That is also what is in this one here, which is just a little light that I just snatched off of one of my little 10-gallon tanks that I've got sitting around the house. And that works, you know, to help make up for the light that the coral life bulb puts out. I would like to eventually upgrade these. These, you know, are not good enough for any kind of corals. And, you know, someday I may want to go to corals, so I'd like to either go to either T5 lighting or even metal halides. Obviously metal halides are the best. Down here I have my equipment. This is the pump that runs everything. It runs at about 1,100 gallons per hour. And then I've got my protein skimmer here. It's pretty good size. I do have a UV sterilizer on this tank, but I do not have it running. As you can see by the horizontal valves, it's closed off. It developed a leak right there. I tried sealing it up with some silicone, but it still seeps very, very slowly, and I just didn't want to mess with it anymore. Not particularly a fan of UV sterilizers, but this tank came with one on it. So I tried using it. Over here on the other side where it all starts, I've got my sump wet dry filter. It's got bio balls, and I know you can't see them in the video, but there are tons and tons of little copepods down there in the bottom underneath those bio balls. Not so many in the tank because they get eaten. Over here, it's just where the water comes after it's gone through that. There's the return from the protein skimmer. And see if you can see the inlet. There's the inlet going into the pump. There we go. Going into the pump. And that pipe back there would be the return for the UV sterilizer if I had it running, but I don't. This was made by Acrylic Tank Makers, ATM in Las Vegas, which is where the family member that I got this from lived. So this tank's come a long ways. It was in Las Vegas and they brought it to Texas for me. When I got it here, I had to repair some plumbing because it got busted in the transfer, but no leaks. The thing works good. So now I've introduced you to the inhabitants of the tank, shown you a little bit about how the tank runs and works. Again, it's all pretty basic setup. Works good for a fish-only tank, although if you were to set up a reef tank, I would definitely recommend some higher grade equipment. There's the returns from my pump, and I also put in just some cheap power heads, because I know the Tangs like a little extra water movement. I would like to upgrade to the ones that are, because those are just suction cups on the sides, the ones that are actually magnetic through the tank and the motor is on the outside of the tank. But I found that those are extremely expensive. So, thank you for watching my video. Again, check out my Facebook page. And if you're in the DFW area and need a tank maintenance or want an estimate, check me out. Send me an email at fishguyharders@yahoo.com or give me a call at 682-556-1366. Thank you.